Hey y'all, what's going on? It's the Flannel Chef here, and today we're going to be making a delicious, nice, thick, slow-cooked chili, perfect for any day of the year. Now we're going to start just simply by toasting our spices. We got 3 tablespoons of chili powder going in, followed by 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, and I like to add the cocoa powder just to give it a really nice depth of flavor, just to make it be a more well-rounded dish, really nice notes. It's not going to taste like chocolate or anything, don't worry. And then we're going to top that off with 1 more teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of coriander. And we're just going to give that a stir on medium high, and we're going to let this toast for 2 to 3 minutes. This is really going to bring out the flavor, the aroma of the spices, and it's just going to make the dish that much better, that much more elevated. So now that our spice mixture is set up, we're going to put that aside, and then we're going to bring our pan back up to heat with some oil in it. We are then going to add 1 medium onion that has been small diced, and we're going to give that a stir, add some salt and pepper, and then we're going to let that go until it becomes translucent and softer. We don't want them to caramelize just yet because of how much longer they're going to be cooking. Once these are all set and translucent, we're going to put them into a crock pot, which is going to be on a low heat once everything is added. If you don't have that, just get a nice heavy bottom pot, throw them in there. It's going to take much less time to cook though in a pot compared to the crock pot. So as you can see, our onions are nice and translucent, they're nice and soft. We're going to throw those into the crock pot now. Now overall, this is going to be a 5 to 6 hour process if you're using a crock pot, 2 to 3 hours if you're using a heavy bottom pot. Now that our onions are done, we're going to keep the same pan, bring it up to heat again. We're going to drop 1 pound of ground beef in there, break it up a little bit, and then we're just going to let it cook for a little bit, get nice and brown. And then we're going to continue breaking it up again until it's nice brown all the way through, nice and done. Season it with a little salt and pepper. Now that it's cooked all the way through and broken up, we're just going to take a slotted spoon, make sure all the fat's drained off of it, and we're going to add that to the crock pot. Now that's all set, we're going to keep the fat in the pan, and then we're going to add the other pound of ground beef. Now we're just doing the exact same thing over again. Little salt, pepper, let it brown on one side, break it up a little bit more. Just keep doing that until you get nice small pieces, it's nice and brown all over. And then we're going to strain it off again, add it to the crock pot, and we'll be set. Now that our beef is all set, we're going to take a tablespoon of fat out of this pan and add it to the crock pot. Alright, now here's our crock pot with our beef and our onions. We're going to give that a stir, and then to it we are going to add a 24-ounce can of pureed tomatoes. And then to that we are also going to add 2 14.5-ounce cans of diced tomatoes, as well as 1 4-ounce can of diced green chilies. We're going to give that a nice stir. We're going to turn our crock pot on to low. Then we're going to add our spice mixture. Give that one final stir. Season it with salt, pepper. And then we're just going to let it go with the lid on for 5.5 to 6 hours, and I'll see you then with some delicious thick chili. So it's been about 6 hours. Last half hour I threw in 2.5 cans of red kidney beans, dark red kidney beans. You can use light ones if you want. I prefer the dark ones. Just throw that in a half hour so they get nice and heated up. Make sure you drain them. But as you can see, 6 hours later, we got this beautiful thick chili. There's still a little bit of liquid, but I personally think it's the perfect amount. I also personally think this is the perfect chili recipe for any day of the year. Let me know how you guys like it. Let me know if you make it. And as always, I'll see you next time for the Flannel Chef. I'll see you.